It's a very simple recipe.
Yeah.
We're adding a stabilizer late in the game. And the big part of it is the tomatoes. We cook the tomatoes until they're just about to burst. Cooking cherry tomatoes whole,
Hmm.
making basically an agrodolce, making a syrup, and then cooking the tomatoes in that syrup until just shy of 180 degrees. At 180 degrees, the tomato wants to burst. At 174, it
Yeah.
doesn't. And so we want to stop the cooking right when it's almost like when you're making popcorn, you're listening for that first kernel to pop.
Hmm.
When you're
Yep.
making my tomato jam, it's like looking for that first tomato to pop, and then you're shutting the heat. Give it a few minutes, and then we decide 3 minutes after that how many hundredths of a gram of the stabilizer we add relative to.
What is it, like xanthan or
We're
pectin or
just
something?
using xanthan, and
Yeah.
it's relative to the amount of pectin that was in that collective of tomatoes in that batch, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to take a spatula and swipe and see how much of a line it's leaving before
Hmm.
you add it. So it's a simple recipe, but it requires a good deal of intuition to get right. And I teach it first because it's a good example of how I want to shape their cooking journeys with us is where I'm going to teach you different techniques that may be familiar, may not be, but some of these things are tricky to learn. And the hardest part is just paying attention.